Hey, everybody. My name is Brad Wagner. I'm your host today, and welcome to Play Too Much at Subculture. We are in the aforementioned subculture in Manhattan right now, and we are lucky enough to be joined from Central Massachusetts by Handsome Ghost. Tim and Eddie, thank you very much for being here, guys.
Thanks for having us, Brad.
Thanks so much for having us.
Yeah, of course, man. It's good to see you guys again. We did a thing back when you were touring behind the Brilliant Glow EP in 2016. So it's been 4 years since I've seen you guys last, but thank you very much for coming through and doing this. And congratulations to you because Some Still Morning comes out on Friday. It's out on September 18th, and we're about to hear some music from it today.
Yeah, we're excited.
Yeah.
Feels like it's been a long time coming, so we're excited for it to be out there in the world.
Yeah, well, I've been enjoying it very much. There's a handful of singles they're out in the world on Spotify right now. There's a number of videos out as well, which are excellent. I want to talk a little bit about those videos later. But we're about to hear, I think, all songs from Some Still Morning. What are you going to start out with first today?
We're going to play a song called Funeral. It's the first song on the record. Feels appropriate.
Yeah.
Here goes.
Outstanding. Thank you.
One more time to pay my respects. Cross my heart and taking a breath. Those long nights, remember the lake. Cold as ice, the look on your face. In the open water, morning sun. And the sons and daughters still to come. So it ends, oh, but it was beautiful. Laid to rest slow, call it a funeral. Everything stops. Everything stops. Those 2 years and all that we learned. Those still scenes they play in reverse. Daylight crept, the cool of the touch. The great Northwest, it rained for a month. In the open water,
Nice.
Thank
you guys.
It's fun.
It's
Yeah.
funny to do a live
Yeah.
stream where we have somebody clapping. Usually it's like
Yeah,
we
right.
finish and then okay.
Nice job.
Yeah,
Nice work. Dude.
I'm doing my best, man. Even though it is just me, it is infinitely better than just staring into the void and hoping that there is some kind of a reaction.
Way, way better.
Yeah. The internet is reacting. There's people here. Sounds good. Sounds good. This is a very blasé but awesome comment. Sounds good as per usual.
How sweet.
Miss you dudes from J Luong 894. Miss you dudes. Good to see you again. So there's people on the other side of these lenses checking this out. Thank you for coming and doing it.
Absolutely.
We miss all of y'all too.
Yeah, dude. I hopefully sooner than later we actually see each other in person and are able to hoist a glass or at least just shake hands and hug and be human beings. I mean, it feels nice. Like I am getting more and more accustomed to doing this, and I mean, it kind of feels like we are hanging out together, but you know, it will feel much more like we're hanging out together when we actually can safely do that. Hopefully 2021.
Fingers crossed.
If not, we've always got 2022.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's right. We so can you talk about what putting Some Still Morning together, what that process has been like, and maybe compare it and contrast it to what you guys have done over the last 6 years between the Steps EP, the Brilliant Glow, and then I noticed a lot of acoustic instruments on the latest outing, as maybe a little bit in contrast to the instrumentation from the previous ones. But can you just talk about what the way that the songs and the production and the instrumentation has evolved from then to now?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you have thoughts on that too, Eddie, but I'll take the floor. I think it was a difficult record to make in the very beginning, and then through the recording process, it became very simple and fun. And it did not start out that way, but yeah, I think we've been around for a long time. 6 years, man, we are old.
6 years old.
Yeah, we are 6 years old. I think we got one other record which came together relatively quickly, and I think the path was pretty clear for us. Welcome Back. This one, the path was very shady at times, where we were trying to figure out what our next move was sonically as a band. And I think in a weird way, we ended up kind of getting quieter or stripping things back and just trying to make the most intimate record we could, which felt like, in the end, like a very natural progression for us. So it is more acoustic in spots. It's kind of maybe a little more nuanced, I guess, in my opinion. What do you think?
Yeah, I feel like this record feels like the record we would have made if we were just starting a project together now. And I think a lot of those early struggles were because we're trying to have continuity with the old stuff, which we still love. It's just our tastes have evolved and changed, and I imagine every band goes through this after a record comes out, where you kind of want to shift a little bit. I think for us it was a little bit more extreme than we're initially comfortable with. But yeah, it just kind of took trying it another way and failing to realize that, just get comfortable with how intimate we wanted it to sound.
Do you feel like did the Welcome Back acoustic recordings have anything to do with informing the way Some Still Morning is, or were those two completely separate things for you guys? Were you trying to completely break from the past, or did some of that acoustic vibe from Welcome Back, the companion record, inform some of what happened on Some Still Morning?
Yeah, I think it did. It played a role. I think there's a rawness to those Welcome Back acoustic recordings that we both, really connect with. And I think trying to harness some of that energy, I think you can hear that throughout the album. Mm-hmm. I think preserving the kind of bare bones nature of the songs too. Like some of them you can just kind of hear the way they were originally written. Some of them you can't, but just kind of like trying to strip it back to like its absolute core. Yeah,
I feel like the early days of Handsome Ghost, especially when it got to that Brilliant Glow EP, it was very synth heavy, and there's a lot of cool stuff in the production, but it kind of felt like from the outset, this project was always about Tim's lyrics, and it kind of felt like we're kind of getting away from that a little bit. So I feel like there is somewhat of a progression throughout those years where we're like slowly moving and shifting the sound from synth with some acoustic textures to acoustic with synth textures, and then now completely focusing on the lyrics and the songs that Tim has, and using that as like, this is the featured part, this is the most important part of Handsome Ghost for us, and how do we build around that?
Nice. Well, dude, I'm enjoying it very much. I'm enjoying the record and this session very much. I mean, this is a totally appropriate vibe, the way you guys are playing today, to communicate those songs in as direct of a way as possible. So thank you for doing it. And we're going to hear a bunch more from Some Still Morning, which, again, if you're just joining us, the internet, it's coming out September 18th. So congratulations to you guys. What's happening second today?
After you.
This is a song called Christmas in Jersey. Yeah, it's a sad song.
Sure.
It's a very pretty song. And this is very different from what it's like on the record, so it'll be fun to do it this way.
Can you call your own song pretty? I guess you can.
You wrote it, so I feel like I can do whatever I want.
All right. All right, let's give it a shot.
Are you gonna stay with him for a while, singing songs about whiskey? Finish with the fall, the winter arrives. You're spending Christmas in Jersey. You're telling all your friends it's gonna last. I thought about it, I want you back. I could build a kingdom in the cracks. I thought about it, I want you back. Are you gonna call me once in a while? I saw your photos look lovely. You've been on the road for months at a time, in this wild, wild country. And maybe I'm a postcard from the past. I thought about it, I want you back. I could build a kingdom in the cracks. I thought about it, I want you back. Maybe I'm a postcard from the past. I thought about it, I want you back. I could build a kingdom in the cracks. I thought about it.
Short and sweet.
Nice. Thank you guys. Yeah, man. Thank Nate Frog Dog as well. He says, "Wow, sublime, well done." He's with us, man. He's with us. He's completely on board here.
Love
So
it.
thank you, Nate Frog Dog. Do you guys? How do you feel about geeking out a little bit for any of the audio nerds who might be watching right now? Can we? So I think it's a very simple setup that you're doing, right? It's a mic and no signal processing. Am I telling the truth, or is there any kind of reverb or echo or anything, or is it just the mic placement that you got that's making you guys sound like that?
It's just a really nice mic in a big old room, so
It's outstanding. I mean, Mike, a foot to the left or a foot to the right it makes a big difference, and where it is right now sounds tremendous. I was just watching that. Is that the same mic from the Weeds video, the one that you guys did out on that frozen lake?
yeah, that's right. We've
which,
done
I mean,
a
that-
series of these with just this mic, and yeah, I guess we've had a lot of practice with trying to get everything together with this one little guy. So,
Well, it comes
the,
across, man. It's clear because it does seem like there is some kind of magic happening, some kind of digital magic or outboard magic or a thing adding some kind of reverb, verb, or delay to your voices. When in reality, it's you having used what is that mic?
It's the 414, the XL2, the AKG mic.
Nice.
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah, good. That's totally not what I even meant to start talking about. I just like the way that mic looks, and you guys sound great through it. And I happen to know from soundcheck that there was not going to be signal processing here, but it sounds wonderful. So you guys have put it in the right place. What I meant to talk about was the world being what it is right now and difficulty, impossibility, touring and traveling. Have you guys considered what that scenario is going to look like once things do trickle back to somewhat normal and artists are able to get out on the road? Have you thought about what it's going to look like for you, or have you guys been more focusing inward on songwriting and just and not even considering what happens on the road once you are free to go about the country?
That's a very good question. I mean, I feel like, probably honestly at this point, been focusing a bit more on songwriting and kind of what comes next, which has been great. I think, having no tour to this point around this album is very strange. Like, this probably would be the beginning of a tour, or we'd already be a couple weeks in, and I do think, that like we're kind of used to that at this point, where it's like kind of celebrating your record and playing it live is such a different beast, and it just feels like such a normal part that we're not going to get to do this year, and that's fine. But I think whenever we get the opportunity to kind of think about these songs and how they translate.
Yeah, I feel like that's always a fun part of the process is kind of, because it's so different from how you listen to music in headphones versus live, and it's always fun to kind of like dive into how to make the songs or shift them or give them a different life on the stage. And we're really looking forward to that with this one, especially because it's so tight and laid back. But yeah, I guess we'll just have to wait until the future to get at that.
Yeah, we've got Sammy Otis of the internet. Hello, Sammy says drive-in concert ! Drive-by concert, maybe ice cream truck style.
I like
Love that.
I like the drive-by one where you just get like maybe a couple seconds as we're going.
Yeah, we've been hearing interesting solutions to this with artists doing campfire. They're concerts, they're not sessions, but it is instrumentation similar to that, just like a backyard thing. That they are. They're not just flaunting public safety and rules and all that kind of shit. They are definitely paying attention to local guidelines and doing everything appropriately, making sure there's no more than 40 people spaced out, all the responsible stuff. And it seems like it is trickling out right now, but this record in particular for you guys seems like it would be nice to see it in a living room series or some kind of a smaller venue, as opposed to the Music Hall of Williamsburg and the Bowery Ballroom kind of venues, which one won't have access to for a long time. A living room or a campfire would be rad to me to see Handsome Ghost, or in an ice cream truck, as Sammy requested, which would be outstanding as well.
Yeah, yeah, that would be fun.
Definitely.
Yeah.
If I feel like everyone everyone, regardless of what profession you're in, has to kind of adapt here. And if that's, if it turns out we're playing more living room shows or kind of, like not your traditional venue, those are usually a blast. So that'd be fine. Like the club shows, I miss that just because we've just been doing it for so long. But, if we have to shift a little bit and get creative, that's fine too. We just kind of want to play.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yes, thank you. I mean, I want to see music. This is exactly how I want to spend.
No. Okay, well, should we keep rocking?
Yeah, I'm not sure if we cut out or. Oh,
Yeah, no, that's completely my fault. Nothing to do with you guys. That won't happen again. But can you tell us what's coming up third today?
Yeah, we're going to do our song Vampires. Give me 1 second.
Sorry about that. That could not have been a comfortable
problem.
15 seconds just now. I knew what was happening, but I couldn't communicate that
Usually
to you.
it's us, so I was just trying to figure out what.
Oh,
to
you guys
do
are doing
by not
great. I've
moving.
done this like 40 times. I can't believe I just did that.
I thought
Yeah.
for sure that was us.
Yeah, it's funny with Vampires here. We just planned on releasing this record so long ago, like in the fall, where it was like, oh, maybe Vampires would be like a fun thing to do around Halloween, or Christmas in Jersey will be fun around Christmas, and now we've made that loop around 2020 where it's like, all right, maybe this will be a
Yeah.
Halloween song. Anyways,
Should we do it?
Yeah, please.
All right.
You've been pacing there for hours. We've been wasting every day, wearing holes within the floorboards. What else can we say? Something still to break the silence. There are spirits in this house. Sure, the streets are filled with pirates, but honey, let's go out. I'm tired of living with these heavy eyelids. I'm tired of saying, hey, do you remember when moon is rising? So let's be vampires again. In the early winter snowfall, when the ice lines the stream, I will find you by the window, still and looking sweet. I'm tired of living with these heavy eyelids. I'm tired of saying, hey, do you remember when moon is rising? So let's be vampires again. I wanna wake up on a distant highway. I'll take your photo where the shadows start to bend. Moon is rising, so let's be vampires again. I'm tired of living with these heavy eyelids. I'm tired of saying, hey, do you remember when moon is rising? So let's be vampires again. I wanna wake up on a distant highway. I'll take your photo where the shadows start to bend.
Thank you. Man, I like that song a lot. The internet likes that song a lot. Thank you for playing
Our
it today.
pleasure.
Another thing that I like a lot that you guys have done is the video to this song. Can we talk a little bit more about it? Like it's beautifully shot. It's like that really very wide aspect ratio, very cinematic, like a ton of slow-mo. It's just like a very delicately and beautifully shot story about some vampires, which doesn't necessarily have to be a delicate subject matter. You know, it could be crazy like action movie looking thing about vampires. This is not that. It's a bit of a love story maybe. Can you talk about, did you guys bring that concept to the director and say this is what we want it to be, or do you put your song out in the world and say make of it what you will, or how does that process work for you guys?
Well, I mean, I think we would love to take credit. The backstory behind that one, just quickly, is my brother Nick works with us on the vast majority of our videos, like, I don't know, 95%, something like that, from the beginning. And typically, we'll come to him with a concept, or he'll lay out something that's usually like thoughtful layers, conceptual, very heady. And for vampires, he was like, I want to make a video about vampires. And we were like, okay. And I think, I mean, he did a great job. And I do think, like, I also find it very beautiful and moving in its own way. But it started as kind of like, how is this going to work?
Yeah, so it's good working with, sometimes we brainstorm, sometimes he comes up with the entire concept. This one kind of, it started off with just vampires, and then we're talking about maybe there's like sunlight that comes in and like lights one of the vampires on fire, because I think that would have been a fun effect to play with. And it just kind of evolved over time. I think at one point, we were brainstorming like 3 or 4 different videos at the same time. Wow. With Nick. So all those concepts were kind of like blending together, and then it just kind of came together with what it was. Is
Funeral one of the ones that overlapped at that same time?
I think that, yeah, that initial conversation, we were kind of mapping like the plan out for the videos, because for us, that's a pretty important part of, you know, the overall package. I think we got really lucky too with our actors, Miat and Lily, in Vampires, because they just had such a natural chemistry together that like you could kind of just let the camera go. But yeah, that was really fun to make.
Yeah, I feel like what Nick really nailed about the Vampires video too was the pacing of it, where just like it feels wide but also super intimate, and it just goes with the song, and it feels like it's like they fit so well together. Yeah, that one was
that was fun.
I agree completely. I think the same thing about Funeral also. I've been watching them quite a bit this week leading up to this session, and I will continue to watch them for a long time in the future. I hope that everybody who's tuned in right now gets a chance to first listen to the last song you guys are about to play in this session today, but as soon as this session wraps, then go check out the videos. Please start with Vampires, move quickly on to Funeral, and then the that Weeds video also on the pond, like that. The thing that started me geeking out about that AKG mic was the crunches in the snow, or like that frozen top layer on top of the lake. And the fact that the cameraman wasn't crunching, but you guys were, and he's clearly moving around through space. Like it's very cool. There's a lot of very cool stuff that's happening in all those videos. So I highly encourage everybody to check them out.
Sneaky quiet stepper, that Nick is.
Yeah. He's like, just kind of like, yeah, that was fun. Yeah, check out the videos if you can. That like those were all fun to make, and we're proud of them. So if you get the chance, that'd be great.
Yeah. So what are you gonna play fourth today?
So last song we're gonna play is called "The Mint." We haven't played this a whole lot. It's a fun one, at least for me. Yeah. Anything you want to add? Okay.
I think that covers everything.
Okay. All right, we'll give it a go.
So you're still on his list, cutting through the line. Call me from the mid, tell me how the show was. Does he really love you? Then it's on with your plan, drinking at the bar, hanging with the band, talking to the drummer. Do you ever wonder, better than that, now you're out in front of my house, honey, come inside, and you're laying out on my couch, drinking whiskey lime, our blood keeps beating the turning of the season. Well, you say you're loving me now, then you change your mind, decide. Decide. He was cool, you were young, now you're old, no but old enough. I know you got a history, but tell me, what does that mean? And I hate that he lives just a couple miles from where you're moving in. I never liked his songs much, I think he's got some dumb ones. I'm telling you that, now you're out in front of my house, honey, come inside, and you're laying out on my couch, drinking whiskey lime, our blood keeps beating the turning of the season. Well, you say you're loving me now, then you change your mind, decide. Decide. Now you're out in front of my house, honey, come inside, and you're laying out on my couch, drinking whiskey lime, our blood keeps beating the turning of the season. Well, you say you're loving me now, then you change your mind, decide. 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 Decide.
Nice. Thank you.
Thank
guys.
you.
Man, yeah. Thank you so much for doing it. Congratulations. The Some Still Morning is just about out. It comes out on Friday, so thank you for the sneak peek at it. Those songs were outstanding, very well executed. I love the instrumentation. This is great, man. This is exactly what I want to do on Tuesdays. So thank you for doing it, and join us. We do this. Play Too Much does this every week. So we've got an artist named Madison Olds coming up next week. So follow us. And what about you guys? So all your details are up at handsomestghost.com, of course. Where do you tend to be the most active on the internet? Are you tweeters? Are you Instagrammers? Where do you tend to be the loudest?
Probably Instagram, I would say.
Yeah, that's probably the best spot.
Yeah.
We're trying our best. We're not. I mean, I'll just speak for myself. I'm not very good at it, but
Yeah.
trying.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, the important thing is that the songs are outstanding, and we'll do our best to let the world know about it and shout it from the mountaintops. Some Still Morning comes out on Friday, so thank you guys again for doing this, man. We really appreciate it.
Thanks so much, Ben.
Yeah,
It's
we
good to see you
appreciate
again,
it.
too.
Yeah,
See you
good to
soon.
see you again, man. Yeah, hopefully it's in person. But dude, who knows? If the thing persists, we'll we'll keep on doing these live
do
streams
it
like
again.
this. And I had a great time. I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves too.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Thanks.
Take care. See you
All
soon.
right, you too. See you next time.